Sorry. Wrong channel, man. Give me a minute. Give me a minute, man. Y'all rock out with me. What up, though? Mic check, mic check. This thing on. What's cracking? How y'all feeling out there? It's your boy. I'm in the building, man. What up? We got Pirate King in the building. It's me, your boy TY. Welcome to the show, man. We got the NBA tonight, the play-ins, and I just want to tap in on that. Excuse my energy being very low. It's going to be a long weekend and it's a long day, but salute to y'all. I'm still here. I'm still going to get this done. We still going to talk about some NBA. You know, we got the Heat. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Let me get it together. And we got the Heat playing the Hawks at 7 p.m. In ATL. We got 9:30. We got the Mavericks and Grizzlies. That's the game that I'm really looking forward to. The second game. So it's gonna go dumb, and I'm ready to watch that. So the first game, the Heat and the Hawks. You already know who the star of the Hawks is. But I'm really just looking forward to the second game. But this playoffs is here. For y'all that's been following me for years, you already know when it comes to the NBA playoffs, y'all South straight. You know what I'm saying? We get busy on here on these NBA games, and it's that time. You know, we got the NBA playoffs coming, you know, for the championship. You got the favorites. I don't know who the favorites is. All right. I don't know who the favorites is. I just tell you, like, in today's game, the Heat ain't going to the finals. The Hawks ain't going to the finals. Dallas Mavericks ain't going to no finals. And we know damn sure the Grizzlies ain't going. This is just play-in. This is like some kind of bracket for punching bag for the teams that's already in the playoffs and is ready to go. These guys is, you know, and I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I'm not saying that a play-in team can't go all the way and make it, but come on, man. I don't see it. I don't see it. Y'all can argue with me, but I don't see it. So I'm just going here because we got to start the playoff. We had some playing games the other day, and I didn't want to call on them. I ain't gonna lie. The Golden State game was hot. We could talk about Golden State Warriors because, you know, they got my mans on the squad, and, you know, Chef Curry be cooking in the pot. But I feel like I don't want to talk about Golden State until they play the next round, and then you got a series on your hand, so, but it didn't happen like that, did it? It didn't happen. Golden State didn't do what they needed to do. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, man? Let me drop the link if anybody want to come up here and talk some b-ball. We ain't going to be up here long. I can't tell y'all why we ain't going to be here. I can't tell you why we ain't going to be here long, but we're not going to be here long. Fumbling all over the place, man. My bad, man. Let me invite guests. I'm bad today. I'm a horrible content creator today, and I apologize because this is just not even normally me. I'm already ready to go and stuff, but I've been out of character for days, so y'all got to bear with me. But I'm dropping the link for anybody that want to, come up here and talk some sports real quick. So let's get into the Hawks. Let's get into the Hawks and the Heat tonight. All right, let's get into discussion with that. Who think the Hawks gonna get off, man? Like the Hawks, I think the Hawks is more high powered, but you already know the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat got that defense. Their core is more experienced than the Hawks as far as playoff action. The money should be on Miami. The money should definitely be on Miami, but you just never know with the Hawks, right? Because if Trae Young get the busting threes and the Hawks get any type of lead on you, they're a feisty team. They're a feisty team, and they're gonna go all the way. But the Heat, they got the experience. Those boys grind. They play. All of them play solid D. They play to the coach expectations, and it's gonna be a good game here today. But man, they playing an ATL. It's gonna be a tough. I feel like with both teams, you can go with the home court. All right. ETV said the Hawks will win. I'm not gonna doubt it, but you can't count Miami out. You can't. You know what I'm saying? Like Miami is built for this. Like I don't know what happened with them this season. For Miami, the fact to be a play-in team is kind of a shocker. But let's give credit to the NBA. Both the West Coast and the East Coast have some hot teams, and I'm talking about 1 through 8. 1 through 8, those teams deserve. Well, I'm gonna say 1 through 6 because these teams down here are still fighting. But the teams that's in the playoff, they all deserve to be in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Miami, I feel like you can't count Miami out. But I know a lot of people like the Hawks, just like it was last year or the year before last, man. The Hawks was cooking. And then, what I'm saying, they got somewhere and then they met their end. They met their demise. But, you never know. I know a lot of people saying Hawks win. They want to see Trae Young bust some shots from long range and, go on to Cleveland. I'll tell you what, if the Hawks beat the Heat, they not beating Cleveland. You know that. This is a stop and go. this is if they win, it's one and done. The Cleveland is the hottest team. And I know people say OKC, Lakers came on pretty strong at the end of the season. But the Cleveland can win the championship. I ain't gonna lie. Boston got it last year. Between Cleveland, Boston, I don't know who coming out the West, but it's going to be trouble. This is going to be one NBA Finals I'm looking forward to because I like Boston. Don't get, I like Boston. You know what I'm saying? And Cleveland, I got to give them their credit. They dogs out there. And let's say the Cleveland make it to the NBA Finals. You kind of going to want to root for the underdogs because at that point, if Cleveland make it, even though they got the better record, as far as the record wise in the NBA, people I think OKC got robbed last year. But then, I don't know. I don't know. I just think OKC got robbed. So I'm gonna tell you, for this the NBA being a new NBA, you got the newer generation watching. I would love for Cleveland or OKC to win the championship, only because we're thinking about the next generation now. And Cleveland, they got some young dogs there. They play scrappy basketball, and they're exciting to watch. And they got some bigs. They got the guards. And if they win a championship without a LeBron James, you have to give it up to them. like they did it without LeBron. I know that's what Cleveland's shooting for. And I know the city of Cleveland would love that too. I know LeBron would be sick if Cleveland won without him being on the team. But this is the type of team that if LeBron was a free agent, he'd be running his ass back to Cleveland. No lie. No lie. I'm telling you. But let's go Heat. You know what I'm saying? I want to see the Heat because I want Cleveland to have a test. I don't think the Atlanta Hawks is a test for Cleveland. I think Miami with their front court, I think it'd be a great test for Cleveland if we know Cleveland is for real or not. What up, Jello? We in the building. What's cracking, man? What's up? So I want the Heat to beat Atlanta today, only because I want a competitive playoff going forward. And I don't think Atlanta would give Cleveland any type of run. You know what I'm saying? So Heat beat the Hawks, going to fight Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? And that's it for the Heat too. I think it's Cleveland and Cleveland, and I don't know. I just don't think Miami can beat them, but I think they'll take them to the end. I think they'll take them to the end. But like I said, he got the core. They have more experience than the Hawks as far as playoff action. So I'm taking Miami riding a hot hand before they get dropped by Cleveland. No matter who playing Cleveland, they getting dropped. Cleveland just they on a mission. But a lot of people probably don't even watch the play-in games. Some people are like, who cares? Who cares who wins this game? Cleveland gonna have their way with either one of these teams. And that's the attitude a lot of people might have. If I lived in Cleveland, I was a Cleveland fan, that's the attitude I have. I wouldn't be watching this team. I wouldn't be watching the Heat play the Hawks. To me, this is not, I don't know. It's not a game that I'm interested in. And I'm an East Coast guy. I love East Coast basketball. Now, the Mavericks, and even though my boy Kyrie ain't playing, I want to watch this game. I want to watch the Mavericks and the Grizzlies. You got Ja. I just hope Ja don't be putting up the what you call it. I just hope he don't be putting up the what you call it, man. I hope he don't be putting up the gunshots and get no technical fouls and all that, because that would definitely be dumb on his part. That'd be stupid on his part, but we seen stupid done before, right? We seen a lot of dumb stuff going down with him lately when they already fined him twice. And I guess he's like, shit, I got the contract. I'm not even worried about it. He's not worried about it. But today is win or go home for the Hawks or the Heat. They playing at the State Farm Arena, and this is play-in Eastern Conference, 2 division rivals. They're going to be squaring it off, getting it on. You know what I'm saying? And the matchup, they go on to Cleveland. This is going to be the 5th matchup of the season between the Hawks and the Heat. 3 of the 4 matchups was taking place. The Heat's made the move. Jimmy Butler, he out of there. He over at Golden State. And the Heat are 2-1 in those games. You know what I'm saying? So this game will be different. The Heat don't have a Jimmy Butler on their team. So it would definitely be. But I like the Heat. My money is going on the Heat. They about to tip off. I didn't put no bets in. I didn't. Don't ask me why. I didn't. Should I have? It ain't too late. I could take the point spread and take the under. So if you want to talk numbers, take Heat, take the under, I'm gonna take Grizzlies over Mavericks only because they don't got Kyrie. So I'm gonna take the Grizzlies, take the over, Heat under, both those. They're your parlay. Thank me later. Thank me later. You know what I'm saying? In the regular seasons, the Hawks have finished 5th in the NBA in points. They 14th in field goal percentage, 15th in three points, 18th in the percentage of 3 points, and they 2nd at the free throw line. But they at the bottom with them turnovers in the middle with rebounding. So I mean, this is gonna be a good game. This at tip-off time, I would break down the Mavericks and the Grizzlies, but let's go watch some b-ball. That game is at 9:30, so I'll come back and do another little 15-minute live, a little pregame for the Mavericks versus the Grizzlies. I appreciate y'all coming through. Y'all can be anywhere in the world. Y'all here with me, and we talking some NBA. It's your boy TY, 3 strikes, and I'm out. You know why? I'm gone. I ain't even said my outro music, man. I should retire. I should retire off this. Let's go. I'm out of here, man. I'll see y'all later, man. I'll see y'all at about 9 o'clock, 9:05. Let's do it.